Okay, we are on chapter 6, and Darius, the new king, is set up, and we have the pesky religious sect again that is going after Daniel. It's just time after time. So here we go. So Daniel was still 87 years old at this point. It pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 princesses, which should be over the whole kingdom, and over these 3 presidents, of whom Daniel was first, that the princes might give accounts unto them, and the king should have no damage. So they knew, he knew about Daniel, and so he kept him and raised him up. Then this Daniel was preferred above the presidents and princes because an excellent spirit was in him, and the king thought to set him over the whole realm. That just shows how much that he appreciated him, and he, he had done so much for them, giving the wisdom and everything that God provided for the kingdom. When the presidents and the princes sought to find occasion against Daniel concerning the kingdom, but they could find none occasion nor fault, forasmuch as he was faithful, neither was there any error or fault found in him. So they're jealous of him again. So unfortunately, we come up against a lot of those people. That and judgmental people, which is Daniel. His name means God is my judge. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, verse 5, then said these men, we shall not find any occasion against this Daniel, except we find it against him concerning the law of his God. Then these presidents and princes assembled together to the king, and said thus unto him, King Darius, live forever. They're trying to butter him up. All the presidents of the kingdom, the governors and the princes and the counselors and the captains have consulted together to establish a royal statute and to make a firm decree that whosoever shall ask a petition of any god, and that's a capital G, or man for 30 days, save of thee, O king, he shall be cast into the den of lions. Now, O king, establish the decree, and sign the writing, that it be not changed, according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which altereth not. Wherefore King Darius signed the writing and the decree. So they're setting up Daniel. Now, when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went into his house, and his windows being open in his chamber toward Jerusalem, he kneeled upon his knees 3 times a day and prayed and gave thanks before his God, as he did aforetime. This is just crazy what happened next. Then these men assembled and found Daniel praying and making supplication before his God. So they were spying on him, and the way that the buildings were back then, kind of like an apartment, and they would have to have climbed up the side of the building to look in. It's just, it makes me sick, really. But this is how far they'll go to try and trap you and accuse you. Then they came near and spake before the king concerning the king's decree. Hast thou not signed a decree that every man that shall ask a petition of any god, a big G, or man within 30 days, save of thee, O king, shall be cast into the den of lions. We had to go to the king, not to any other gods, at that for 30 days. The king answered and said, the thing is true, according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which altereth not. So in this pack is a bunch of lawyers, too. Then answered they and said before the king, that Daniel, which is of the children of the captivity of Judah, regardeth not thee, O king, nor the decree that thou hast signed, but maketh his petition 3 times a day. He prays to his God 3 times a day. We saw him. There's witnesses. Then the king, when he heard these words, was sore displeased with himself, and set his heart on Daniel to deliver him. And he labored till the going down of the sun to deliver him. Then these men assembled unto the king, and said unto the king, know, O king, that the law of the Medes and Persians is, that no decree nor statute which the king established may be changed. And he was trying to figure out a way, how could he do this, but he couldn't change it. And he was pretty upset about it. Then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the den of lions. Now the king spake and said unto Daniel, thy God, whom thou servest continually, he will deliver thee. Okay, 17. And a stone was brought and laid upon the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own signet and with the signet of his lords, that the purpose might not be changed concerning Daniel. So he made it so that nothing kind of weird could happen. They'd come in and kill him or take his body or whatever. I mean, the establishment coming in and prodding the king, you gotta kill Daniel. Then the king went to his palace and passed the night fasting. Neither were instruments of music brought before him, and his sleep went from him. So he was fasting all night, thinking about it, and he was very upset. Then the king arose very early in the morning and went in haste into the den of lions. And when he came to the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel. And the king spake and said to Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living God, is thy God, whom thou servest continually, able to deliver thee from the lions? It's like the moment of truth. Then Daniel said unto the king, O king, live forever. My God hath sent his angel, and hath shut the lion's mouth, that they have not hurt me, forasmuch as before him innocency was found in me, and also before thee, O king, have I done no hurt. Then was the king exceeding glad for him, and commanded that they should take Daniel up out of the den. So Daniel was taken up out of the den, and no manner of hurt was found upon him, because he believed in his God. And the king commanded, and they brought those men which had accused Daniel, and they cast them into the den of lions. So judgment against those terrible people. Them, their children, and their wives, and the lions had the mastery of them, and brake all their bones in pieces, or ever they came at the bottom of the den. Then King Darius wrote unto all people, nations, and languages that dwell in all the earth, Peace be multiplied unto you. I make a decree that in every dominion of my kingdom men tremble and fear before God of Daniel, for he is the living God, steadfast forever, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed, and his dominion shall be even unto the end. He delivereth and rescueth, he worketh signs and wonders in heaven and in earth, who hath delivered Daniel from the power of the lions. So this Daniel prospered in the reign of Darius and in the reign of Cyrus the Persian. So Darius was Cyrus's father. And we got 10 minutes. Yeah, chapter 7 is huge. So that really goes into the Antichrist. So I'm going to make a new video and go into that. Okay.